Now, you must be very excited.
I am excited.
Now, you look very young in person.
People always say that.
You look, what, 15, 16?
Maybe.
Can we tell the people at home how old you actually are?
Yes, I'm 20.
That is correct. Now, we know you from the movie that you just finished shooting. It is finished, right?
Yeah, it's finished.
Yeah. If you don't know, it's a bit of a fairy tale. So Arthur Fisher, the great director, who you probably know from his movies such as Marion and The Man Who Dreamed, was casting for his new movie, Ambrosio. And so instead of casting a recognizable face, he wanted to find some fresh talent. So he put the word out and saw, how many was it? 10,000?
I think it was over 20,000.
20,000. He saw 20,000 girls, and long story short, he picked you.
Yes.
And you'd never acted before.
Not on the screen. I had done modeling, and I liked the theater. Yeah.
That is amazing. I believe we have a short clip here. Do you want to tell us what we're about to see?
Yes, so I play Matilda, and, well, I don't want to spoil things too much. She's a young woman who sneaks into a monastery disguising herself as a monk, and then there's a lot of drama and magic and intrigue.
Okay. Marissie Marcel as Matilda, a woman disguised as a young monk. Here we go.
Oh my God.
The same magic that powers this lens can also grant you what you wish.
How so?
You remember the night that I was to die, when we took to St. Clair's sepulchre? That night, I performed a rite. I summoned a fallen angel to aid me.
What have you done?
Wow. Quite a role for your first movie.
Well, Mr. Fisher was quite the teacher.
Now I heard he can be quite demanding.
Well, you know, he has an idea of the picture in his head, and nothing is going to come between him and that, not even the actors.
And this is Mr. Fisher's first film with nudity, correct?
Yes, well, you know, he felt that a modern motion picture should reflect the times.
And you filmed this in Europe.
Correct.
They go for that in Europe, the nudity.
Yes, our producer said, we are born naked, and if we are lucky, we die naked. So why not shoot the movie naked?
Well put.
He kept his clothes on.
And the picture is out soon?
I hope so.
Yeah. And now, you're not in New York only to talk about Ambrosio, but you're filming another picture.
That's right, yes, with John Jurek, who was the director of photography on Ambrosio. We're writing it together.
That is amazing. You are smarter than you look. I'm kidding. So what is this movie about?
So it's called Minsky, and it's about an artist who is killed, and the suspect, the number one suspect, is his muse. That's the part I play. And there is a detective investigating, and he falls for her.
Well, I can't blame him.
Well, he has a cop mindset, and it's really about the clash between the artists, how they live, and this cop mindset, the conservative mindset, I guess. He is surprised by how messy the lives of artists are.
Oh, that's true. That's true. We've had some on the show. Mr. Warhol. Have you met Mr. Warhol?
Oh, yes, we've met.
Yes, we had him on the show, and he hardly spoke. Such a towering figure, and yet such a small, quiet man in person. You know, but his superstars, though, that's what he calls them, superstars. They are quite playful.
Yes, we'd like to put some of them in our movie.
Well, just make sure you've got a chaperone. And you like New York?
Oh, yes, I love it. The people are so interesting.
All right, well, we've got to take a short break here. Do you mind reading this out for us?
Now, marvelous magic will turn the next 60 seconds into a commercial.
Magic indeed. You know, but his... They say she's become a recluse.
I don't want to speak for Marissa, but I think recluse may be inaccurate. Because she didn't choose the court celebrity, I just think that makes her normal. I don't really think she disappeared or anything. She just chose a different life.
Have you met with Marissa since that movie?
I have not.
Okay. All right, we're going to take a commercial here, and when we come back, we will have some amazing new music. Well, I'm excited to see this new movie.
Well, you have to tell me what you think.
Yeah, must feel like a new start for you. Can you talk about what happened with your previous movie?
Now, I'm sure everyone here has read about this or heard the gossip. I was making a movie in New York.
Your first as director?
Yes. At the time, I'd done quite a bit of work as a director of photography. This was my first. It would have been a superb movie. There was an accident on set, and an actor called Greenwood was unfortunately injured and later died. After that, we felt it was in everyone's best interest that we stop the movie. We decided not to finish.
And this movie also starred Marissie Marcel.
Have her hair whip around like she's Medusa.
62 Apple, take one.
Rolling on the shot for a second. Okay. Action on Ambrosio.
Where am I? Take me to Matilda!
My dear Ambrosio,
Where is the demon?
you have sermonized that Satan may sometimes take a pleasing form. I have had my eye on you for a while. This model of piety. The mortal who placed his puny virtues on a level with those of angels. Now you are mine, eternally. Listen whilst I unveil the true depths of your crimes. You've shed the blood of two innocents. Antonia, that pure girl whom you violated, she was your sister. That Elvira whom you murdered, she gave you birth. Tremble, hypocrite, inhuman parasite, incestuous ravisher. You claim to be above temptation, absolved of all mortal vices. Is not pride a sin? Your inhumanity? Know that I have long marked you for my prey. I saw that your virtues came from vanity, not principle. I observed your idolatry of the Madonna's picture and you performed to seduce you. Your path to crime was laid out by me and you walked it so easily. Scarcely could I propose crimes so quick as you performed them. You raped your own sister and murdered your mother. Unholy lines. But it is sweeter still. Your surrender was unnecessary. Those guards at your door, they were sent to free you. A last-minute pardon issued by the Inquisition to safeguard the sanctity of the cloth. You would have walked free.
We have the contract. You promised to save me.
I promised to take you from the dungeon, save you from the Inquisition. That I did. I fulfilled my part of the bargain. Now your eternal soul is mine. I claim my prize.
And cut!
Arthur, that's hard in the dress.
I hate the dress. It's not shocking. Can I try something?
In a crypt, Satan is naked. The devil doesn't need clothes.
No, a nude woman is not scary.
Kick up the wind machine, have her hair whip around like she's Medusa.
How's that?
For the boss training. Can we please cut and talk this through?
Happy to go straight into a take. Fuck you, monk!
This has been my first time working here in Italy. And my first time working... This has been my first time working here in Italy, and my first time working with the great Arthur Fisher. I just want to say thank you for trusting me to be your Ambrosio. What a movie. I always say, you can't make an A picture without an A team, and this has been an A team. Look, we took an 18th century novel and made a 20th century picture out of it. That's pretty magical. M.G. Lewis, I don't know if you're up there or down there. Wherever you are, I hope you like what we made. VMO. Arthur, you want to say something? Come on.
Thank you, Robert. Oh, yes. Well, as you know, I work behind the camera, and I usually have someone to write all my dialogue, so I'll keep this short. You all have been wonderful, and I'm sure you're probably sick of hearing me talking, so I'll shut up. Thank you, Gino. Thank you, Robert. And Marissa, get up here. And all of you, you've been a marvelous crew.
This has been my first movie. What a first movie. I feel like I just went through 4 years of film school and acting school and just life in a few months. What a team. Arthur, you were harsh but fair. For everything you put me through, I learned a lot. And your karma is having to spend the next 6 months staring at footage of me while I sleep it off. I hope you see something you like in there.
Everyone, a big round of applause to our star, our gorgeous, la bellissima Marissie Marcel. I love you all, and I'm here only to say that I pay for the bar for the next hour. It is rare that I'm this generous, so please have a drink and toast to our new friends, to movies. To movies! Cheers.
What a team.
All right. Right, set. All right, settle down. Now we come to the sequence I call the fuck montage. Or the lovemaking montage, ladies. Sophie excluded. It is our obligation here to proceed mathematically and explore all the configurations of coupling. I will sculpt you into the embodiment of the audience's fantasies. And Ambrosio will provide counterpoint with his sermon, which will add depth to our spectacle.
Interior, Cathedral of the Capuchins. Ambrosio in the pulpit speaks to a large crowd.
The poets speak of the pleasures of the flesh. In the same breath they talk of their souls. The sensations they speak of they misattribute. The elevating of souls they feel is inverted. The rush they feel is the rush of their descent as they plunge into Satan's realm.
Interior, Abbey, Ambrosio's cell. Ambrosio kisses Matilda's breasts as they roll around on his bed.
Voiceover, your body is a gift from God, is loaned you and must be returned when it is time to enter heaven. But little does God think of those that have sold off his gift, those that have misused it. Do not doubt the pleasures of the flesh. They are Satan's currency. Your body is only worth so much. It is possible to bankrupt yourself, to make what God gave you worthless.
Interior, Cathedral of the Capuchins. Matilda watches from the side, her face mostly concealed by her habit. She smiles.
Satan's trick is that these pleasures, which may at first seem equal to that offered by God in heaven, over time reveal their emptiness, regret, and guilt. The the only pleasures left for the harlot and the whore. That magic the poet speaks so highly of is soon just the rutting of animals in the street.
Interior, Abby, Ambrosio's cell. Matilda is sat in Ambrosio's lap as they make love. He looks over her shoulder, so there is no eye contact. Ambrosio's face is soaked in sweat, a mix of ecstasy and pain.
Voiceover like a gambler who plays again and again and again to win back his losses. The sinner soon finds themselves debauching themselves further to feel as they once did. Their sins compound, their debts worsen. Like a wasp flying into a honey trap. The sinner will find themselves unable to escape. There's only one protection from this trap. It is holiness. It's purity.
Interior, Cathedral of the Capuchins. Antonia smiles to hear Ambrosio's fire. She knows she is holy and pure.
And what pleasures there are in purity. A sinner may look back and remember what it felt like to be clean, that lightness of soul. To feel God's eye fall upon us and to meet that gaze with our own eyes open and pride in our hearts. This is the true pleasure of the flesh.
Glances at Antonia in the audience. Steps down. Interior, Abby, Ambrosio's cell. Ambrosio is thrusting into Matilda from behind, his hand on her neck. He pushes her face into the bed as he thrusts. His movements are violent, desperate. His eyes are empty. He climaxes. Oh, rose of Matilda. Eyes still empty. Matilda turns her head up from the bed. Sad as they look.
Prelap, bless me, Father, for I have sinned. My last confession was 2 weeks past.
Interior, Cathedral of the Capuchins. Ambrosio sits in the confession booth, listens to a rich lady.
I was jealous towards a friend.
In what way?
Her husband bought her a necklace of considerable beauty and value.
She waits.
Is that all?
She feels the pressure to entertain Ambrosio.
I have had impure thoughts.
Please detail them.
There is a servant in my employ who is very handsome. I have daydreamed of kissing him and of treating him as my husband.
You imagined fornicating with your servant?
Yes. Once it came into my head by accident, but I have twice since put my mind to recalling it. This is all I can remember. I am sorry for these and all my sins.
These are grave sins. As your confessor, I must ignore my disgust and help you return from the abyss.
I did not act on these.
You have let Satan into your heart. You are infected with his poison. The remedy for this will be severe.
Yes, Father.
Every morning on waking, 2 Hail Marys. Limit your diet to water and bread. In the afternoon, pray the rosary before bed. Another Hail Mary. Do you show contrition?
My God, I am heartily sorry for having offended you, and I detest all my sins, because I dread the loss of heaven and the pains of hell, but most of all because I have offended you, my God, who are all good and deserving of all my love. I firmly resolve, with the help of your grace, to confess my sins, to do penance, and to amend my life. Amen.
Ambrosio is distracted by his thoughts. Interior, Abby, Ambrosio's self. Matilda is going down on Ambrosio. He doesn't look at her.
Would you care to explain what that means, my dear? For the benefit of Marissa here.
She's sucking.
I know what oral sex is.
Voiceover. God, the Father of mercies, through the death and resurrection of his Son, has reconciled the world to himself and sent the Holy Spirit amongst us for the forgiveness of sins. Through the ministry of the church, may God give you pardon and peace, and I absolve you of your sins. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
He climaxes on amen. Let's hear it.
Oh.
Bigger.
Well, I need a cigarette. Back in 10.
Hey, Arthur, listen to the action on the...
Scene 48, Riasa.
Hey, Arthur, listen to the action on the day, okay?
Where are you headed?
I would speak further with Antonia. I feel a responsibility to soften her suffering. She's ill. She dreams visions of her own death.
Your concern is touching.
No, I'm no prostitute.
Besides, I am a poor substitution for Antonia's unbroken purity.
Your spell was wasted. I now have no claim to Antonia.
There is a way.
How?
Her grief, and this dream she has spoken of, adds form to a plan I have considered a while. In 3 days, she will be dead to the world, but she will live for you.
More magic.
This herbal mixture, a secret of the prioress, produces in its drinker the appearance of death. Administer a few drops to Antonia. She will be thrown into strong convulsions, after which her blood will cease to flow. She will appear as if a corpse. Having no family, you may appoint yourself the superintendent of her funeral. Have her buried in the vaults of St. Clair. Their isolation and remoteness is favorable to you. Give her the drink this evening. And 48 hours after, life will return to her bosom. She will wake in your power, her slave. Necessity will bend her to your affections.
Matilda, you are a true friend.
I live to serve you.
Less subservient.
I live to serve you.
Like this, I live to serve you.
Live to serve you.
Oh, no, thank you. I definitely had too many downstairs.
Manhattan with extra cherries. That's right.
You get close to me.
Scene 45, rehearsal.
All right, first let's just run through the whole thing, feel it out. Terry, effortless at the bar.
Want anything? Manhattan.
Oh, no, thank you. I definitely had too many downstairs.
Manhattan with extra cherries. That's right.
You get close to me.
You like to keep things sweet. I had a lot to drink too tonight, but I just couldn't get enough. You're fantastic.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Stop saying that.
What?
Stop thanking me. You're acting like you're lucky to be here, like you haven't worked hard to get exactly where you're standing. But it's no accident. You're incredibly talented.
Well, I guess you could say I've worked hard and I've gotten lucky.
Shut up. Sorry. All I'm trying to say is that you don't think for a second that you don't deserve this. You're perfection.
I'm not.
Hold this.
Hey.
Relax.
Hey, wait. Stop it! Crap, I'm sorry. Let me get a towel.
Stop apologizing.
Okay.
I paid you $10 million for one night. Am I wrong?
No,
Sorry,
you're not wrong.
I'm not wrong. What does a $10 million night look like? Doesn't finish with a polite nod at the door. I want to feel like you appreciate it. I want you to be grateful. Understood?
I don't know. I want to leave now.
You can't. Okay, we're just getting started.
Mike goes under the bed.
You're making a mess out of your party dress. Let's get you out of that thing.
Into the bathroom.
Oh, you're calling the wrong number. Shit. Okay.
Come out. Come out.
Cut to Maria. She's in the bath with a face mask, ignores the phone, talks to the cat.
Heather can't come to the phone right now. She's busy relaxing like a normal person. Beep. I know, babe. I know. I'll call them back when I'm done.
Cat screeches as pre-lap.
I'm gonna wait out here all night. It's my birthday. Damn it.
3, 2, 1.
Bitch.
Cut.
Jesus. Good work.
I like it.
I love it. Too much hair is like the drag. Do you love it? It's my natural color.
I like it.
I love it. Too much hair is like you're dragging your past around with you. When I look at someone, I like to see their skull.
Fucking weird.
You're weird. I will now interview the hot new director, John Jurek.
Hi.
John, what is your process? How do you visualize a movie before you shoot it?
Trying to visualize less, actually. I want to set up the ideas and characters and then shoot them like a documentary. I want to capture something alive, you know? Now we can shoot on location, we can shoot freer.
Do you sleep with all your actresses?
As a rule, yes. An artist should be familiar with his material.
Well, then you should fuck Carl, too. Otherwise, you're as bad as Minsky.
We all know what happens to Minsky. Okay. Enough with the camera.
Jealous. You know why they call him Drella? Dracula and Cinderella. Isn't that perfect?
Scene 23C, take 3.
And action on background.
Action.
I don't see Olga. What are you drinking?
Did they have a 12-year-old Macallan?
Never mind, I'll pick. 2 Ferraris, please. And have you seen that Russian girl? A room full of your deviance. Minsky knew you had to become the thing you were trying to understand.
Also, art is an intellectual exercise. It requires distance.
You still think art is about ideas? He says Olga's been in here every night this week. She usually comes in around 9, so we've got some time to kill. I've got something to help it go down.
Benzoylmethylecinin.
Inspiration.
Cut.
That was real coke.
Let's go again. Carl, keep it simple. Until he hits the coke and montage, keep sure it gets bunched up.
Reset on the drinks. Rehearsal on scene 6.
The warehouse, large studio space full of art and young people. A sofa in the middle of an open space, lounging on Holly Honey, Bill Ganner, and Lottie Cole. Goodman? You want Franny's alibi to check out, and you let your guard down because more than like
Detective Goodman.
Holly Honey,
Franny said you'd be coming.
would you be happy to answer a few questions?
Honey doesn't like cops. And none of us like cops. Cops think we're deviants. They like to beat up on deviants.
Well, I'm not most cops.
I fucked a cop once. He stuck his stick in my ass.
So, you approve of deviants?
I like art.
You like art? If you knew about artists...
They're the worst.
Are you wearing a wire?
No, I don't need a wire. I got a notepad.
Oh, write it down.
What?
We hate cops.
Okay, so Franny was here Wednesday night?
Oh, yes, we had ourselves a big party.
Oh, the whole night? What time did she leave?
She stayed here, on this very sofa, bare ass naked.
Did you take any photographs of the party?
You like taking photographs, Mr. Detective? Lovely.
Well, what is it you're looking for?
Oh, we make Goodman feel most uncomfortable.
Oh, I feel pretty uncomfortable.
Scene 44A, take 2.
Action. Ready. Cut. That's the end of the movie.
Was that enough?
You work us.
Dead, naked celebrity, Paul Goodman.
Scene 3A, take 1.
All right. Keep it loose, Marissa.
This is going to be fun.
Action.
The scene's been trashed. Vital and good evidence destroyed. Would everyone below the rank of sergeant clear the hell out of here? Is that understood? I want no more than 3 cops in here. That's 3 living cops and a dead body. Unless there's more. Bodies, I mean.
Oh, I wasn't...
I'm sure you weren't.
So this guy likes tits, huh? I read in the paper he was fucking his model. She's not even half his age.
Genius doesn't age.
Yeah, I bet she did it. It's always the girlfriend.
Forensics.
Sorry, Detective. I bawled them out, but nobody listened. It was like a party when I got here. I even got a hold of someone who listened with the department.
Well, the department made a pretty good mess all by itself.
I spoke to the neighbor.
The one who discovered the body.
A guy with a girl's name, Allison. So Mr. Minsky was expected at a gallery event, but didn't show, so they rang and asked Allison to call in on him.
You friendly with the victim?
Says he modeled for him.
I thought Minsky only painted women.
He's got a girl's name. Says he was booked to come around tomorrow at 2 o'clock, so he was expecting to be alive tomorrow.
Big clue.
He wasn't expecting to be murdered. Good work. Dead, naked celebrity, Paul Goodman.
There's a missing penis, too. You're Mr. Sex Murder.
He didn't bleed much.
I figure the penis was cut off after the heart had stopped beating. The real cause of death was asphyxia. Given the nakedness and penis disfigurement, I say sexual asphyxia.
Well, I don't see anything to do with the asphyxiing. He didn't choke himself.
There's external signs of hypoxia, that he wasn't smothered or strangled. No defense marks, no bruises. I'm guessing mask or gag. They took the murder weapon away.
They always do.
Deviant psychology.
Indeed. Well, I'd better head off.
Already?
Allison said Minsky's expected at a gallery show. It's a perfect chance to canvass the suspects. I'll come back after.
I'll be here.
Be subtle, have 10 uncles for bear witness.
Blood, semen, hair, tissue, spittle, urine, feces, vomit.
There's a reason they invented a mnemonic for that.
Make sure you enter that book you picked up in the ledger.
Of course. I missed the protocol. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not break chain of evidence. Homicide investigation is a sacred mission from God. We speak for the dead who have no voice.
Cut! Looks fucking great from down here. Should we do one more for fun?
I could do this all day.
Write the address for me.
Scene 5B, take 1.
Oh. Marisie's wearing pants. Action.
Now you can proposition me.
You argued with him yesterday morning?
Most mornings. It was how he woke up, with a grudge and a heart on.
His diary doesn't mention any kind of argument, but the days it does.
Do you need permission to read his diary?
No. We have to check in case he wrote and killed.
You
want to do what to me?
For the record, those words were a deliberate provocation.
We reconfirmed the cause of death. Asphyxia. She puts the time of death at 11 p.m.
Should I be hearing this?
Did we get it right?
Hey, I've been here for a few hours. You should arrest me or give me something to eat.
Where were you last night?
I was at the warehouse. It's a studio, a hangout, a party. I crash there sometimes.
Write the address for me. Get us some food and take her home.
Is he a good detective?
I think she's the best. Beautiful.
Oh, I wasn't joking. Look at the table.
Scene 8A, take 2.
Settle down. Action.
We found plaster and some cloth fibers.
Someone made a mask of his face.
Before or after death?
Before.
They usually have a tube. We figure he let himself be cast, but the killer cut off the air supply. The penis was cut off post-mortem, though the condition of the corpus cavernosum and the amount of blood does suggest it was erect when this happened, so probably soon after death.
Jesus.
When does a crime scene begin?
A crime scene begins at the point where the suspect changes intent into action.
And who had the intent?
Much in there about our muse?
Well, nothing incriminating. Some of it's in code, though.
Might just be doodles.
Always has his head in a book. Missing what's right in front of his eyes.
I think he really thinks she didn't do it.
I think he wants to fuck her.
I don't think Goodman fucks.
Cut!
He's alive!
Sexual freedom?
You saw that?
Yeah.
What's your real name?
That is my real name. Carl Greenwood Jr. My father was Carl Greenwood Sr.
Sounds like a movie name.
Didn't until I became a movie star.
Before you said there can be too much freedom. What kind of freedom?
Sexual freedom, political freedom, financial freedom. I feel like society needs some limits, rules.
I don't mean to be provocative, dear, but I wonder if it's seeing other people have freedom that worries you.
Is this,
How many women have you bedded, Carl Greenwood?
somewhere between 150 and 200 women?
So you appreciate the freedom to fuck 200 women, but would you be happy for those women to go and fuck 200 people? You're fine if I fucked every person in this room?
Well, have you?
You only live once.
Natasha. You're okay with this, Ken?
Why me? Am I the boss, Marissa?
You are.
You're a conservative slut, Carl.
If I was queer, you'd think I was a hero for that.
But you're not queer.
Okay, I'm gonna be happy when Douglas comes back and you can all pick on him for being a dinosaur.
Douglas gets a pass because he's an icon. To Douglas.
There he is.
All right, let's finish up for the day.
Exterior, Madrid. Time-lapse. Rooftop view of Madrid. Hurriedly, we pass from night to day to night again. Interior, Chiquinta's house. Alvaro's room. Antonio sits by her mother's bed in her nightgown.
You seem much improved, Mother.
I have Father Ambrosio to thank for that. His words calmed me.
He has a great love for religion, and he speaks so well.
His voice is so familiar to me. It reminds me of someone I once knew, but I cannot think who. Perhaps someone from when I was a child.
You should sleep now, Mother. I am glad you're well, but I'm fearful of a relapse.
Oh, worry not about me, child. You are the one who needs to sleep, staying up to keep watch on me. I would hate myself if I'm the cause of the first wrinkle on your perfect face.
Mother.
Sleep well.
Good night.
He kisses her mother's head.
And we close for the day on the cusp of great violence. Now, we have been encouraged by our hosts to go take a riposo. I find the idea quite decadent, but when in Rome...
Will we be taking siestas during our shooting?
I'm afraid not, darling. We will be shooting with an Italian crew, but in the American style.
"46 Apple, take one."
And... action.
There is no sin as gross as that cloaked in piety. The whole of Madrid will know of your crime.
I did not... You're mistaken. Perhaps your illness.
I will wake the city. Antonia, come to me. Antonia? What have you done to her?
She sleeps.
This is no natural slumber.
Antonia's honor is still intact, I swear to you. Show me mercy and speak not of this. Spare me the shame of discovery. I will repent. You'll never see me again. Antonia will be safe.
Safe? Yes, when you are behind bars. All Madrid shall shudder at your perfidy. Flora! Flora!
Silence, woman, silence!
Coward!
I cannot be bound like this!
Destroyer!
Father of mercies, through the death and resurrection has reconciled the world to himself and sent the Holy Spirit amongst us for the forgiveness of sin. Through the ministry of the church, may God give you pardon and peace. And I absolve you of your sins. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
And cut.
Are you okay? Diana? You should sleep now, Mother. I am glad you're well, but I'm...
All right, scene 26, we'll
just run through the beats here. We've come from the bathroom sex. Goodman runs out here into the club floor. Olga is already on the dance floor, headed for the back exit. Pushing past the dancers, knock left and right, struggles. Franny's behind him. Olga is out the door already. Goodman pushes off the dance floor, sprints to the door, blam! Into the alleyway. It's raining. Goodman takes Franny's hand, and they chase Olga's silhouette as it leaves the alley. Bursting onto the street after Olga, Olga heads down the subway. They chase. Goodman falls. Franny pulls him up. We cut into the subway. Goodman and Franny run out onto the platform just as the train starts to pull away. Damn it! Forget about Olga. Take a look at each other. See that it's funny. In your club clothes, half dressed, soaked to the skin.
Soaked to the skin?
All right. We're gonna cut from this to you two war. We're gonna cut from this.
Scene 54, rehearsal.
Ambrosio enters from the passage. Ambrosio opens the lid. Antonia in her shroud, her mother's corpse next to her.
Fatal beauty. For you I have murdered. But now you're mine. To have you right now. But I will hold. A meal such as this should be savoured. Already I can feel life return to your body. Each pump of your heart gives rise to your breast. I once loved you truly. But after so much turbulence, only the grosser parts of my desire remain.
He waits.
Where am I? Mother? I had a dreadful dream. I must. Let me go. I cannot stay here.
Be calm, Antonia. You're in no danger. She recognized me.
Father Ambrosio. My friend. But why am I here? I dreamed I was dead. This tomb frightens me. Good Ambrosio, please take me home. Why do you look at me like that? Father?
It's not fear. This sepulchre is a place of joy. A private glade where we may lay and know each other. The darkness is a friendly cloak to cast over outer light. Your body will tremble with such pleasure.
Unhand me. Why have you brought me to this place? This horror.
Compose yourself. Perhaps I should explain your situation to you. The world above ground is forever lost to you. There they think you're dead. No one's coming for you. Here. You're mine. I have desires that I must gratify or I will die. Don't be afraid. I'll teach you to enjoy such things. Stop this struggling. It's childish. Yield. Put your lips to mine.
No!
As we're speaking plain, I should tell you. All of this struggling only excites me further.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now finish.
Your honor is gone. What will take its place, I wonder? Hold.
Would you more? Let me return home.
Return home? So you can proclaim me to the world? No. You stay here. You will live here in this tomb, surrounded by death. Witness my suffering. It was you who plunged my soul into infamy. You've made me into a hypocrite, a ravisher, an assassin.
Spare me.
I cannot.
Enter Matilda.
You are wanted in the chapel. You must join them soon or raise their suspicions.
An accomplice. Kill me now rather than subject me to further obscenities.
That would be my pleasure.
Again, less emotion.
That would be my pleasure.
One more time. Hold the dagger like this.
That would be my pleasure.
Hold. Gosh, you suffered enough. I wish I never listened to you and your poison. Wish I'd never seen your face.
Coward! You've already robbed this girl of everything that matters to her. What does it matter to finish the job and send her on to her god? You tremble at such a tiny cry.
Excellent. Here we cut.
The cop part of me doesn't need to know everything else.
Scene 34B, take 1.
Action.
Now you know what happened. Now you know who I am. You still like it? It's a little more complicated than her.
It's complicated.
Isn't this what you're looking for? A confession? Now you can close the case.
No, I can't close the case.
I'm touched. But your first name is Detective.
It's Alan. The cop part of me doesn't need to know everything Alan knows.
You can do that?
I think so.
And Olga?
Cut.
Work with me here. I need a minute.
It's a difficult scene.
Cut. Loved it.
Scene 4A, take 3.
Action on background.
Wander, but let the tide pull you into frame. Action.
Someone here already knows you're dead.
But
Not tonight. I'm a cop. Marcel? Cut. Loved it. That was a zoom.
I think you got it. Everyone